flamer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. These flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo. Oh, genius!
Van Persie with an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Another absolute screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal. Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
Oh, right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing!
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
AWSAI is leading innovation in sports. Now fans can dive into every detail of the Bundesliga, understand Formula One strategy as it unfolds, see NBA insights that were once invisible, and get closer to every shot on the PGA Tour. How do the world sports leagues advance? AWSAI is how.
Royal Marines don't fear the cold. We embrace it. Once you conquer the cold, obstacles become opportunities. And the harshest environments on Earth become your home. And when that happens, there's nowhere left for the enemy to hide. Royal Marines Commando, it's a state of mind.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Hello there, very warm welcome indeed it is from a very sunny day here on the embankment down in Westminster in London, and what a beautiful day it is as well. The kayakers are out enjoying it too, ahead of today's weigh-in, ahead of a brilliant show coming away live from the Copperbox Arena on Saturday night as Harlem Eubank takes on David Papot. What a day for it! stunning out there. Darren Barker, Barry Jones are alongside me. Darren, you've been spending a fair few hours out on the water. Don't fancy the Thames?
Is that, by the way, is your voice because of the football?
No.
Is it, don't lie. Is it
Maybe.
the football?
It didn't work though, did it?
How great? No, it never. But how great is this? There's boxing tomorrow night. We're in the greatest city in the world. What could be better?
Indeed. Well, a brilliant fight night coming away on Saturday night. We've got England versus France for third place in the World Cup. But I know what I'm going to be watching England versus France on Saturday night. Harlem Eubank take on David Papot. How much is riding on this for Harlem Eubank? Because he's openly said he wants to stab at world honours. But what is riding on this? How much is at stake?
Yeah, a lot, because you've got to show that ambition. It's easy to say I'm still ambitious and I want to do stuff, but when you've been in boxing for as long as he has and the age that he's at, you still got to show you have that fire in the belly to want to go that extra step to try and reinvent yourself, to get that shot of a world title or certainly get in the conversation. It's a really stacked division, welterweight division at the moment, and he's lost to a very good one in Jack Hatchell, who at the minute is a regular champion for the WBA or interim champion, whatever that is, but he's in line to fight for that title, the real title. So he's proved that he can mix at that level, but not win at that level. So I think Papot, who's just below that level, that world-class level, is a real show of intent that he's still got that ambition, that fire in the belly to want to go on and achieve a little bit more.
Well, what we do know about David Papot is that he came very close to defeating Liam Parrow, who of course is the IBF champion. Eubank's team actually think he should have got the nod in that. What are you expecting on Saturday? How much of a test? How many problems do you think he'll cause?
First off, that fight was very, very close, and he made a great account of himself, and that's what he's going to have to do tomorrow night. He's physically very strong. He's in your face. I think he could be a little busier, but I'm expecting the best of both tomorrow. This is huge. What an opportunity. You're very, very close. You could potentially be fighting for a world title in your next fight, or two fights, you know. So it's about winning, yes, but I also feel they need to impress. They need to look good. I want to see a bit of flair. I want to see confidence. I want to see, you know, them fight to the best of their ability tomorrow night.
Well, you just said it there. I mean, with the sort of carrot dangled in front of you of that potential shot, you know, you're not far off. It brings a lot of pressure on Harlem Eubank's shoulders. And I guess it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with that, because he can't afford to overlook Papot. Is there a danger that he could do that, do you think?
I don't think so. Just because of the Parrow fight, he showed much probably he can pose it at a high level. But styles make fights, and Harlem won't hold his feet. He never does. I mean, movement's key for him, always has been, and for Saturday more than ever, I think. And never running, and he's very good at that. You know, it's Sugar Ray Leonard's his favourite fighter. You can see that by his shorts, the way he moves. You know, you get into a space, he'll flurry, and then he'll always be a constantly moving target. So for someone like Papot, who likes to walk you down, it's going to be hard for him to find the target to hit cleanly, often enough to really have a massive effect. So I think the early stages are important.
It's going to be interesting then, isn't it?
Yeah, the pattern of the fight. Papot can stop that movement very, very quickly, then Harlem's got to fight himself out of trouble. It becomes a very, very hard night.
I think
if he can
pace.
dictate the pace.
Yeah, exactly. Pace is so important in this fight. I mean, whoever can grab hold of that early has a really good chance here.
Interesting to watch, isn't it? We also have to talk about Kieran Molloy up against Sean Noakes. Kieran Molloy making the first defence of his IBF European title. What are we looking forward to in this one? For Kieran Molloy, he's been the busier man. Sean Noakes has had that period of inactivity. How keen could that be for him?
Yeah, I think, you know, activity is very important because it keeps you sharp. Even when you're not fighting, it always keeps you sharp. And Molloy's looked brilliant, and he really has. But this is an acid test for him. I think Sean Noakes is massively underrated because he's not massive for the weight, he's not big, but he uses that size to his advantage. He stays nice and low. Okay, he can be a little bit one pace at times, but he's always putting pressure on you, and he's always moving his head as he's coming forward. And also he's quite successful with his southpaws because he gets that foot on the outside. And Molloy's going to maybe struggle with that for a little while, but Molloy, he has that patience. He has that composure.
And he has the momentum really behind him as well.
But also, Dan, he has that power, doesn't he, that he can catch you anytime and hurt you.
He does. He has that really good amateur pedigree as well, Molloy, where on the contrast, Noakes doesn't. He's physically strong, though. He does what he does well. He's in your face. Again, similar to the main event with Papot, I'd like to see Noakes just be a bit busier. Sometimes he can pour the jab, but he's a very good fighter. And he's learned, I would say, still at this stage, he's learning on the job. He is. Molloy, I think, again, this is a great fight. You know, this is an opportunity for them to put themselves in the mix with the big boys.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more when the weigh-in is underway. Let's just show you what is coming away on Saturday night. It is a tasty card to look forward to. We've spoken about those couple of fights. The other ones on the way are Christian Fetty up against Curtis Wiggins for the vacant Commonwealth International Featherweight Championship. Cody Smith up against Ryan Griffiths, and then the night will be kicked off by Joel Bartel up against Kieran Jones from Wales for the vacant Commonwealth International Middleweight title. All right, well, we should get proceedings underway, shall we, for this weigh-in? We've got the main event coming up after this one, but now it's the undercard. Over to MC Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the zone. Welcome to the weigh-in ahead of the action taking place tomorrow, Saturday night at the Copper Box Arena here in London, England, United Kingdom. Scheduled for a night of championship professional boxing. Brought to you by MF Pro and Nielsen Boxing. Proudly sponsored by Oosh, Rainbet, Killer Pablo, and Cold. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our first contestants to the stage. Scheduled 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant Commonwealth International Middleweight Championship. Let's please welcome to the stage. He's currently undefeated with 14 wins, and one of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Wales, United Kingdom, Kieran Jones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome his opponent to the stage. He has a record of 11 fights, 1 loss, 10 wins, and 5 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Guildford, Surrey, England, United Kingdom, introducing Joel Bartel. A 159.2 pounds for Kieran Jones. Also another 159.2 pounds for Joel Bartel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our next contestants to the stage. Scheduled 8 rounds of boxing for the vacant Commonwealth International Featherweight Championship. Please welcome. He is currently undefeated with 6 fights, 1 draw, and 5 wins. Hailing from Liverpool, England, United Kingdom, introducing Curtis "Wiggo" Wiggins. And let's please welcome his opponent to the stage. He is currently undefeated with 7 wins. Hailing from St. Albans, England, United Kingdom, Christian "The Future" Fetty. A 126 pounds even for Curtis "Wiggo" Wiggins. A 124.6 pounds for Christian "The Future" Fetty.
Well, Christian Fetty, all smiles from him. He hasn't really said much this week, Barry, but what he has said is, no doubt, he will be bringing the fireworks.
Yeah, he will. I wrote that on my little note. Said when he lets his hands go, he looks really good. I know he can be a busy fighter, but he's a nice, skillful boxer as well. And you see him in the ring, he enjoys his work, and that's why he's always smiling. He loves to do what he does. And And I think he's put on a good performance. But you've got a good opponent, I think, in Wiggins, who has a tight guard, will want to walk you down. So stylistically, it's going to be a good fight to watch.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our next contestants to the stage. Scheduled 8 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Please welcome, he has a record of 13 fights, 2 losses, 3 draws, and 8 wins. Hailing from Dudley, England, United Kingdom, please welcome Ryan Griffiths. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the stage. He is currently undefeated with 10 fights, 1 draw, 9 wins, and 1 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Hemsworth, England, United Kingdom, please welcome Cody Smith. 130 pounds even for Ryan Griffiths. Also 130 pounds even for Cody Smith.
For Cody Smith, Darren, surely he will be carrying some confidence going to this, well, a lot of confidence after his performance against Joe Gormley last time out in Ireland. How much will that make the difference going to this for him?
Yeah, definitely. Look, for me, he's a very talented fighter. That one blemish on his record a while back.
What does he do well for you?
He's got quick hands. He's naturally aggressive. Not the biggest puncher, but he looks to impress. But Griffiths has only been beaten by the best. Nelson Birchall last time out. So I think it's really, really good matchmaking, this.
Which is what we want to see. These are the fights that we want to see grabbing the headlines.
And you want to be tested. Like Cody's, he wants to be in there with better fighters. You want to test your skills against the best. So yeah, credit to the matchmakers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our next contestants to the stage. Scheduled 10 rounds of boxing for the IBF European Welterweight Championship. Please welcome, he is currently undefeated with 12 wins, and 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. The challenger, hailing from Maidstone, Kent, England, United Kingdom, Sean the Nightmare Noakes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome the champion to the stage. He is currently undefeated with 14 wins, and 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Galway, Ireland, introducing Kieran Malloy. 146.6 pounds for the challenger, Sean the Nightmare Noakes. A 146.7 pounds for the champion, Kieran Malloy.
Well, it's going to be a busy night, isn't it, for Kieran Malloy's trainer, Charlie Beats, because he's also got Harlem Eubank in action. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes that's quite good, isn't it? The success breeds success, you hope.
And you know, especially you come back and the guys had a good win. And I think this was a really good fight. I think it's the right test for Malloy, and certainly for Noakes, who's been banging on the door for an opportunity just to show people how good he is. He's obviously been in the shadow of his brother, who's boxed for the world title recently. So he wants him to step out on his own right, and Malloy's the perfect foil for that. But it's a good fight, good clash of styles. You've got Malloy who can punch and move, and Noakes loves to come forward with power and aggression.
And Malloy is so keen to impress as well, because one thing he wants to do is bring big-time boxing back to Galway and Ireland. That's something he's really focused on. And I guess a good performance from him on Saturday could take a step closer to that.
Absolutely. Credit to both fighters as well. There's many of unbeaten fighters that would have swerved this, you know, try and get their way around easier routes, I guess. But
the Darren Barker.
I was literally about to say it, but I'm glad you said it, not me.
I knew it was coming, but I'm a big fan of both. Malloy, very, very good southpaw, quick hands, blistering combinations. He works really well to head and body, and certainly one to watch. Is a really, really good fight with a lot on the line.
Well, that is the undercard. We still have the main event weigh-in to go. But in terms of Saturday night fight nights on DAZN, there is a lot to look forward to over the coming weeks.
Saturday fight nights every week on DAZN.
Where every Saturday, the biggest fights,
the blockbuster shows,
are live only
on DAZN.
on DAZN.
So join us ringside, because Saturday nights,
All right for fighting.
Yeah, big fights coming away on DAZN. Lots to look forward to on Saturday night. Not only do we have this card in London, but also later that night, Diego Pacheco takes on Emmanuel Aline in Carson, California on that show as well. Also sees another British heavyweight, Leo Tang, make his US debut as well. Then, next Saturday, it is the big one. AJ makes his return. He tops the bill against Christian Preng on a card that features 2 more World Championship fights as well, with Britain's Josh Kelly and Hamza Shiraz both defending their titles next week. Then, on August the 1st, we have a double header for you. Firstly, Pierce O'Leary faces Mark Chamberlain live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. And later that night, it is all eyes on Las Vegas as Lamont Roach Jr. and William Zepeda go head-to-head for the vacant WBC lightweight world title. All brought to you right here on the global home of boxing. Did you get that? Did I squeak my way through that enough?
Just about made it.
Did you get it? Did you understand it?
Just about made it.
Okay, good. We've got a bit more talking to go. Let's talk about this main event then, because it's been pretty respectful between the two of them. What are we expected to see today? How are you expecting to see them on the scales? Because Harlem never not in good shape, really.
Yeah, and Papot, he knows this is his massive chance for him. So I think, we're not going to see any fireworks today. I think they're real, proper, grounded professionals. But what we're going to see is the belief in it that they can both do enough to win and go on for bigger things.
Okay, well, let's see how they both look then, shall we? And get you over to MC for our main event weigh-in.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our contestants for our main event matchup. Scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant IBF International Welterweight Championship. Let's please welcome, he has a record of 32 fights, 1 draw, 1 loss, 30 wins, and 5 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Saint Nazaire, France, introducing David Papot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome his opponent to the stage. He has a record of 23 fights, 1 loss, 22 wins, and 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Brighton, England, United Kingdom, introducing Harlem Eubank.
Doing something mean to it, do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess it's superhero thing, you know one man to have
146.9 pounds for David Papot. A 146.2 pounds for Harlem Eubank.
David, bonsoir, enchanté. Welcome to London. How excited are you to fight in London in the Lion's Den at the Copper Box Arena tomorrow night?
À quel point est-ce que tu es excité de boxer à Londres dans la Copper Box Arena?
Boxer en main event contre Harlem Eubank, c'est une énorme excitation et ça va être un combat magnifique.
To fight against Mr. Eubank in the Copper Box Arena, it's a big excitation. It will be a magnificent fight for sure.
And how do you get it done? How do you beat that guy?
Comment est-ce que tu vas le battre?
Je vous dirai ça demain soir.
He will say that tomorrow night. How we will beat Harlem Eubank? He will give the answer tomorrow tonight during the fight.
Now you've seen him looking in great shape. Are you nervous? What do you expect to come at you?
Tu as l'air très en forme. Est-ce que tu es nerveux? Comment tu te sens?
J'aborde toujours les combats de la même manière, très sereinement. Et encore plus pour demain avec l'une des meilleures préparations de ma vie.
He is still very confident. He's more confident than ever. And he will do the best fight in his entire life tomorrow night.
Wow, good luck. Bonne chance. Thank you. Harlem. Okay, Harlem, he's confident. How are you feeling? You made weight? All good?
Feel great, you know, fully hydrated and excited to put on a show tomorrow. It's great to be here live on DAZN with a massive show and a great card tomorrow night, and I'm honoured to be headlining at the Copper Box. It's going to be a fantastic night.
You are so close. How essential is the win tomorrow night to prove that you are ready for world title fight?
This is the final step, you know, but I'm not looking past David Papot. You know, he is a world title level operator. He's shown that, and I'm ready to go and put in a world-class performance and take the win by any means necessary.
The division is very rich. You beat Papot. Do you think you can be in the mix there, the top level?
100%. I'll be right there. So this is the last hurdle, and I'm fully focused on putting on a dominant display.
All right, you've made weight, 24 hours to go. What comes next?
I still got a lot more food to get in, but you know, I'm feeling good, feeling strong, and just relax, chill out, kick back, and get ready for tomorrow.
All right, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the face-off.
Well, as expected, pretty respectful between the two there. I mean, a semi-intense face-off going on. Harlem Eubank, never in doubt, as we said. He looks in very good shape, Darren.
He does. Look, do you know what? I want to see fireworks. Barry mentioned it there. We won't see much today. You know, two respectful guys. They've got respect for one another.
Which was always going to be the case.
But with what's on the line here, how close they are to something special, I want to see him leave it all on the line. I don't mean Eubank being reckless, but when he gets a sniff of victory, go for it. Papot, be busy, be in the face, be aggressive. This is so close to realising a dream for both of these.
And also the drop-off if you lose. That's the boxing, the drop-off's always big.
It's one of those fights that the doors it could open should he win, but where, I mean, unthinkable for Harlem Eubank should he lose, but where does he go?
I mean, look, you're knocking on the door, you really are. If you win, if you lose, you're struggling, you really are. I can't tell you the importance of this kind of fight when you're that close. All the work you put in for all those years. That, for me, the jeopardy in this fight is where this is so beautiful.
And do you think Harlem Eubank is a fighter that sort of extra pressure, knowing what is just round the corner, will bring out the best in him? Because it can make or break you as a fighter.
I do, I think he will, because the way, especially stylistically, there's a fighter here who's either made for him or a nightmare. Because he's going to put loads of pressure, going to come at you. Nobody's coming right at you, loads of pressure, and he's going to make you work harder than you want to work. With that, you can olay him. That's also the bull. You can play with him. Or you can just be overwhelmed with it. If he hurts you and puts you under pressure, and then you're lost and you're fighting a fight you don't want to be involved in. Now that can be a problem. But I think the mindset he has, Harlem, and shown throughout his career, and I've covered most of it, he's always found that extra step. Up until Catterall, that extra step to find that little bit of extra magic to get him over the line.
Well, it's been a year, isn't it, since that Catterall fight. It was July last year that he lost to Jack Catterall. What will he have learned, do you think, in that year? How much will he have grown as a fighter?
Look, if you lose...
It wasn't the most easy fight to watch. He was scrappy, it was a bit messy.
It's what you take away from defeat, and I think he understands that. I'd like to think he'll understand it. You've got to grab the fight by the scruff of the neck. Don't leave it to anybody else, whether it be judges. You go out there and do your thing. Go out there and win the fight. I believe with the speed that he generates, he can punch very hard. I think he's got to believe in that. Let his hands go. Be spiteful. And look, Papot's going to be there in front of him.
And that's the jeopardy. Knowing when to hold your feet and knowing when to move. If you move too much, you end up like me. Just not stopping anybody. Every night's a hard night. But if you know when to hold your feet enough to get power, but then not holding too long to get involved in a war, that's where the magic is.
And do we need to see a statement from Eubank, do you think? Do we need to see that?
I think... Sorry,
I want to see it. I want to see it.
You want to see it, but we don't need it.
I think the most important thing is to win, but I think on a platform like this, where you want to open further opportunities, you want them to come your way, I think a spiteful, aggressive-looking win for both will hold them in good stead.
I think Papot makes the fight, so I think all Eubank has to do is win. Do box the way he boxes, and if that's going to work, he'll win, and it'll be a good fight, because Papot's going to force it to be a good fight.
You know what's coming. Can I ask a prediction? Come on.
I think Harlem in a very, very close fight. This is going to be tough. I really think Papot is a good fighter. You can see he's not come here to make up the numbers. Listen to the crowd here at the weigh-in.
It's a dangerous fight for you.
It's a dangerous fight, but it's the fight you've got to have when you're that close.
What do you reckon, Barry?
I think Harlem builds up a lead and Papot drags it back a little bit, so it ends up being close. And Papot will think he's had done by because he'll win the last few rounds. I think Harlem does enough in the first 3 quarters
to get it done.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your company.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. And we survived the heat as well because it is hotter than the sun in here.
Oh, very hot.
We're surrounded by water, and I think we all just want to jump into the Thames, even though it is the Thames. It's hot. Anyway, we'd love your company tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on DAZN for our main event as Harlem Eubank takes on David Papot. We'll see you then.
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
AWSAI is leading innovation in sports. Now fans can dive into every detail of the Bundesliga, understand Formula One strategy as it unfolds, see NBA insights that were once invisible, and get closer to every shot on the PGA Tour. How do the world sports leagues advance? AWSAI is how.
If you had the choice, what prize would change your life?
Yes!